All right, so I did just have my first crash of my DJI Mavic Mini. I was kind of flying through this structure in here. Tried to go out through this front opening here, thought I'd get some cool shots flying through over that lake and everything. And this pole right here kind of got in my way. So, as you can see, there's a little bit of a propeller there. And then if we look on the drone, you can see that right here, this propeller is pretty much destroyed. And we got a big old chunk taken out of this one. This one's completely messed up, so that's a replacement propeller. This one has some scratches on it, but is most likely still fine, but I'll probably end up replacing it anyway. And yeah, that is unfortunate, but it tells you, when you're doing these shots, don't get overly ambitious. Because what I did was I kind of went through here a little fast, came over here, kind of over adjusted and went back this way into this pillar. I'll see if I can get the footage from it. Well, battery popped out when the drone landed, so we'll see if the footage actually saved. So just as a quick test, I actually decided to see if it would fly with those broken propellers. It is up in the air, it is completely stable, which is really surprising with those broken propellers. I will say that the noise it's making sounds a little weird, so I don't know if you can tell that in the video, but it's kind of making some variations in pitch. Probably from that front left propeller, that one was really bad. But yeah, it's holding its position extremely stable right now. It is wobbling back and forth a little bit, but I might still just fly it around on the grass over here. I'm definitely not going to take it over the water like this, but we'll see. Just before I replace those propellers, so. Alright, still flying the DJI Mavic Mini actually with those broken propellers. It's really surprising how well it's doing, despite the fact that it's missing like half of one of its propellers. So everything's flying well. I'm obviously not full throttling it or going too high or anything like that. I actually have seen some increase in battery draw, but it obviously isn't creating as much lift, so it has to spin that motor a lot faster. So really impressed. Now we're just going to try out some quick shot modes. I'm out here in the middle of a field, so really excited to try those out. Just tried the drone or the circle and the helix quick shots from the DJI Fly app. The circle, extremely impressive. That was the easiest thing I've ever seen. The helix is one of those things where I really wish this drone had some more obstacle avoidance, as it does kind of expand the circle as it goes around. The footage was really cool, but I got very nervous about that tall tree over there. So I actually ended up canceling that one a little early. I don't know if you can see, but it's actually flying a little bit more sideways at this point than I really like. There's also some wind coming through, so definitely going to want to replace that propeller soon. So probably going to go ahead and actually land it right now. And I will update you guys on it, all right? All right, so I just realized while I'm still learning this YouTube stuff that I made a very amateur mistake. I actually filmed the initial drone crash first look thing as a vertical video. That was really dumb. But what I'm looking at now is there's actually something I didn't notice when I first inspected it. This little piece right here in the front is actually lifted up a little bit. It looks like it'll just snap back into place. I'm not too worried about it. But just something to notice. As far as the propellers, they definitely haven't gotten any worse. But looking at them more, I'm amazed that this drone was still flying actually after that happened. Considering, I mean, you can see how much of that propeller is missing. You can see how much of that propeller is missing. And you can see there's actually a little flap hanging down on the back of this other propeller, which had to have messed with some of the flight characteristics a little bit. I didn't notice any real difference while flying it. All the controls were just like they normally were. It was, going pretty much as fast. I didn't full throttle or anything, but still extremely stable as a drone. And I think that just speaks to DJI's flight computer and the fact that it was able to correct for something as large as, half a propeller missing, maybe a third of the propeller missing, and still be able to get that flight. So really impressed with this drone for overall so far. I'll obviously need to use my spare propellers that came in the box and then order some more just to have around. But really impressive little drone for a first-time flyer like myself. So just one more update kind of as I walk back towards my car over here. I was able to snap that front piece right back on. You can see there are like a couple little divots in the plastic there. And just what looks like maybe some dirt or something, maybe some scratches on the back battery case here. But overall, like I said a million times, this is a really hardy drone. It'll take some abuse especially, which is why I think it's such a great drone for some beginners.